Hello, welcome. I am here today with a video that I have been asked to do. I don't even want to guess how many times. I am following up a video on my new smile. Not really so new anymore, but I have had so many people asking me about my experiences with Your Smile Direct after I did a video when I first started my treatment. So I'm here today to talk through the process and how it all went. Let me start by saying that this video is sponsored very kindly by Your Smile Direct. When I did my first video, I said at the time it was not sponsored. I paid for my treatment fully myself off of my own back, but they liked my previous video so much and they had asked me to do a follow-up, and I've had follow-ups from people over here who have watched my first one. So here I am today, very kindly sponsored by them, with a follow-up video to how I got on with Your Smile Direct. Before I get started, if you are new around here and you don't know me, hello, I am Lucy. I am a mum of 4. I have I was gonna say 6 then, he's not 6. I have an 8-year-old called Dylan, a 6-year-old called Everly, a 3-year-old called Quinn, and a 1-year-old called Wylder. Yeah, you could say I was an experienced mum, but basically I'm making it up as I go along. And here on this channel, you'll see a lot of that. And you'll see our days out, stuff we get up to, chatty videos and the like. If that's the sort of thing you would like, I'd love it if you'd subscribe. But let me get on with talking about my experience with my braces. So I will pop a link in the description to the first video that I did. But when I did my previous video, I was like 24 hours into my treatment with Your Smile Direct. Your Smile Direct are a company that make the kind of clear invisible aligner braces, and obviously lots of people I think are familiar with Invisalign, which is a service that's done via your dentist or via like a specialist Invisalign trained dentist. However, Your Smile Direct is basically essentially the same product, except instead of going to a dentist to have it fitted, you do it from home. So you have your entire set sent to you in a box, and that has all of your trays in for your entire treatment, and you basically administer it yourself, cut out the middleman, makes the whole process quite a bit cheaper. So how did I get on with Your Smile Direct? Well, basically I'm thrilled with the results that I got. So my treatment altogether was about 5 months, and I think that's kind of about average. I guess it depends on how straight your teeth are to begin with, and I did talk in my last video about the fact that I had previous orthodontic treatment, and it was basically just the front teeth that needed straightening out that had gone wonky when my wisdom teeth came through. It is about a year now since I finished the treatment, and the reason that there's been such a big gap is I wanted to be able to be confident to say that I was happy with the results. So I could have done a video when it very first was finished, but I wanted to be able to confidently say, this is where they are, I'm happy with them, my teeth are still very healthy and all that sort of thing. I wanted to be able to confidently tell you that I feel happy to endorse it. And I do. So like I said, it's been about a year since I finished my treatment. I have continued to wear my final tray, like my final retainer tray, at night, every single night since I have finished the treatment, and that does help to just kind of keep them in place basically. And it's funny because, like I said, it's been a year and I still find when I put my trays in some nights that it feels quite sort of snug when you put them in. So it shows how much your teeth do kind of move around during the day and how quickly they would potentially, I guess, go back or go into a different position that wasn't as straight if I wasn't wearing that retainer. So if you are going to do a clear aligner treatment or any dental treatment that is going to straighten your teeth, wear your retainer, because I think if I'd worn my retainer after I had my braces as a teenager, I could have avoided all of this altogether. I have been to the dentist twice since my treatment finished, and the dentist is very happy with my gum health, my tooth health. He is very happy with how my teeth are looking. So all in all, I am really happy with the results that I got. I guess here would be a really good place to pop in a before shot, and then I will do you an after close-up. When I did this the first time, the idea of putting my teeth that close up on the internet was a bit freaky. But I feel like this is what you're all here for, isn't it? The before and after. So here is the before shot of my wonky smile. and here is my after shot. So here they are now, up close. You can see my bite line is much straighter. So I think anybody would agree that they look considerably better. What I will say is they aren't perfect. So if I were being really picky, this tooth I think could still do with being slightly further forward, and this tooth just needs twisting ever so slightly more. Now you can do additional refinements with your Smile Direct. I can't remember exactly how much it is, and I did think about doing the refinements, but then I decided that actually I was quite happy with where they are. I wouldn't rule out the fact that I might do the refinements further down the line just to make them completely straight, but for me the comparison with how they were is fantastic, and I now feel much more confident in my smile, much more confident when I'm doing videos. Yeah, it's just generally made me feel a lot better about my smile and my mouth in general. I thought it would be very useful to share 3 little tips and tricks and things that I not wish I'd known, because they were things that I'd kind of done my research and I did know about beforehand, but just things that I think people should know about if they're going to be doing your Smile Direct. Now the first one is put your new trays in the evening, because when you first change over to a new tray, it's tight and it's painful and it really is not comfortable to take out. So I always used to put my new tray in after my dinner. So I'd have my dinner, brush my teeth and put my new tray in for the evening, because then you're not going to need to take it out again until the following morning when you have your breakfast and you brush your teeth. So you've had a good, presumably more than 12 hours, because if you need to take them out, a brand new tray out after a few hours, basically it feels like it's going to pull your teeth out with it when you first take out a new tray, because they're really tight and they're obviously trying to push your teeth. So my big tip would be, if you have a new tray to put it in before you go to bed in the evening, so that the worst of the discomfort happens at night and you're not going to notice it as much, and hopefully by the time you have to take them out for the first time, your teeth will have started to move a little bit and it will be a little bit less painful to remove. My second tip would be to get a little travel toothbrush and toothpaste. So you are going to want to brush your teeth and kind of give your aligners a bit of a clean after you've eaten. It doesn't seem to be such an issue. I normally have my breakfast at home, I think most people probably do, and I normally have my dinner at home, I think most people do. But when you are out at lunchtime, which I do go out occasionally at lunchtimes, you're not going to want to put your aligners onto clean, you're going to want to put your aligners onto clean teeth and not dirty ones, because obviously that's not going to be very good for your tooth or gum health, to be kind of pushing all the dirt and bacteria up against your teeth and your gums. So in order to look after your teeth and your gums, I would definitely recommend that you have a small toothbrush and a small toothpaste. There were also occasions that I basically didn't use the toothpaste and I just gave them kind of a dry brush and I sloshed some water around to help, but basically make sure that you're putting your aligners in onto clean teeth, and yeah, a little travel toothbrush is really, really useful for that. And the third thing that I think is worth knowing is that your teeth probably still won't be perfect. Now this, when I first finished my treatment, I was a little bit like, oh, I don't think they're quite as Hollywood as I really wanted them to be. But the truth of the matter is, I don't have Hollywood teeth. I have real teeth, and they're not perfectly flat along the bottom and all exactly the same shape. So your teeth are not going to look like Hollywood teeth when you're finished. They aren't 100% perfect. So I do feel like probably if you had more kind of fixed braces, you can get a slightly straighter result than you do with aligners. But I'm still really, really happy with the results. I do feel like it's completely changed, like I said, the confidence I have in my smile, but I feel like it's also changed the way that not the way that I talk, but the way that my mouth looks when I talk. I feel like because it's broadened my smile, I feel like you see more of my teeth when I talk now than you used to. And that's a nice thing because they're really straight now. As I said at the beginning, this video has very kindly been sponsored by your Smile Direct, but I do want to remind you that I paid for the product myself, and I would not be here endorsing this product if I hadn't used it and didn't think it was really, really good. And just because they sponsored this video doesn't mean that I'm not going to honestly answer any of your questions. So if you have any questions whatsoever, please stick them in the comments and I will answer them. I'll let you know how I got on. Obviously I can only speak from my experience, but I have had a really good experience with the product. I feel like it's given me really good results and it's been really, really straightforward, and I don't think you can really ask for any more than that. I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video and that you'll stick around and subscribe so that you can catch some more of my content soon. And I hope you have a lovely day whatever you're doing. Thanks so much for watching. Bye everyone.